Okay, we're going to have a look at an app called Questions2Learn, and let's start off by opening the info screen and having a look at what the app's all about. Created by a speech language pathologist called Leanne. Emails up here if you have any questions at speechpups.com. And there's 262 questions on this app already, and you can add your own categories and questions as you like. But basically this is an app made to help people answer who, what, where and when questions. How to use the app: you can simply go on here if you're stuck, and it'll tell you what parts of the app and how to use them. Let's go back out to the home screen. If you want to jump straight into the app and just start answering or asking questions, you click on Go.
What part of the house do you park the car in?
And the idea is to obviously pick the picture that most represents the correct answer. So what part of the house do you park the car in? I would think it's the garage.
Fantastic!
And you continue going through this.
When do you go out to eat for dinner? Try another one. Super!
You go out at night time, that's correct.
What do you use to clean your body? Good answer!
And so on. So it jumps straight into the app if you just want to do that. Now you have the option to collect data. Let's say we wanted to collect data on there. You could assign that to Benjamin and then click Done, and you'll notice that all of the data he's been working on will show up: the level, the category, the who, what, why, when, the visual prompt on or off, and so on. So you can share that by clicking on there, and you print it or email it, which is a very nice option. Let's go back out from there and let's go into the heart of the app, which is where you can set up different students and so on. So if you want to add a student, you click on Add a Student. You would add their image, their name and their grade. I'm not going to add anybody right now. You can also go into Group, and you can work with the groups, Alexander and Benjamin. And how that would work basically is, I'll show you very quickly, is if you press Go with the settings as they are, you get to choose the student to answer the question.
Who helps dogs and cats when they are sick?
That would be Benjamin right now. And we're going to say
Good answer!
A vet. To answer the next question, if you click on Alexander and click Next.
What does the cashier put your groceries in? Super!
Then he would answer that question. Now if you click Home, you have the choice to save data, and then that would be saved to Alexander and to Benjamin's, and you can look at both of their records on here. So let's go back out and go back into here. Let's turn groups off for now and just leave it on Benjamin. You'll notice that his age comes up. You can edit it at any time, the grade he's in, and then you have a bunch of different settings. So you can look at 3 pictures all the way up to 5 and even no pictures. We'll leave it on 3 just for a quick demonstration. Visual and auditory feedback and prompting we'll leave on. You can turn them off. Reinforcement type, you have a choice of auditory, visual, both or none. We'll leave both of them on. Reinforcement schedule, intermittent or continuous, depending if you want to have reinforcement after every answer. We'll leave that on continuous. Question type, we'll put it on, you have a choice of all: community, food, drink, health, home, leisure, recreation or school, and then whatever categories you create. So let's leave this on home for this test. And then question type, you get to choose from who, what, where or when. We'll highlight all of them. And then spoken voice on or off, visual for trials on or off, we'll leave those on, and we'll have number of trials at 5. So let's go ahead and have a look what that looks like.
When do you need to brush your hair?
So you'll see you've got the visual the prompts at the top with 5 questions to answer. You've got the 3 pictures to look at, and you've got the voice asking you what basically what the question is. You can turn all of that off. You don't have to have any prompts, you don't have to have any voice, and you can simply ask the questions yourself. What happens if you get it wrong?
Try another one.
Is the pictures will disappear, giving you 2 options.
Fantastic!
Until you get it right. And you'll continue going through that app like that. You can save the data, which we'll do for Benjamin. We'll go back out. And then you can go up in levels of pictures all the way to 5. So leaving everything else the same.
What do you use to clean the bathroom?
You'll see it's slightly harder because you've got more pictures on there. We won't save any data for that one. All the way to the extreme of no pictures. I'll show you what that looks like.
Where do you wear your gloves?
So here is basically where you're going to have a conversation rather than asking them to point at any given clues or details on the screen. So they're going to have to come up with the answers all by themselves. If they get it right, you press well done. If they don't, then obviously keep trying, and that would just record the data for that, and so on. So let's go back out to the home. No, we won't collect any data. One very nice thing about this app is that you can actually customize the questions. You can modify the program choices. So for example, if you want to modify what do you draw on, levels 1 to 3, 2 to 4, or 3 to 5, you click modify. And then you see the correct answer is a book with a green bone underneath, telling you that's the correct answer. You click on that and then you'd add your own photograph. And then they could possibly be more familiar with what they're used to drawing on or writing on. And that's a nice thing to be able to add. And of course you can do that with your categories as well. So if we go back out to create a new category, what we get here is the option to create something new or possibly something for the class that they can work on. So you would select the level. We'll leave it on 3 pictures to start with. We'll add a category and we'll just simply call this AAA. There we are. The question type will be what? If they get it right, we'll say super. If they get it wrong, we'll say keep trying, and then we'll ask the question. What do cows make? And we'll click return on there. Tap an image, and basically you would add photographs to this. And of course these photographs aren't going to be representative for what they should be, but we'll get to the point just to show you how this works. Add one more picture. And milk being the correct answer, you would click the bone so that it is green. You press record. What do cows make? You can play that back. What do cows make? And then you can save it. We don't want to add it to any other students, just to Benjamin. And then we want to go back to the home screen. So if we click on Benjamin here, make sure that we go to the correct level of 3 pictures, and we want to click on our AAA was the question, and we click go. What do cows make? You'll see we get the question, and if you get it wrong,
Keep trying.
it says keep trying. If you get it right,
Super.
and so on. So endless possibilities. You can do that with as many questions as you want to add in there. Obviously I just showed you a demonstration of just one question, but it's a lot of things. Obviously 260 questions that this comes with, and Questions2Learn is a very versatile app that can be pretty much made into anything you like as far as the type of questions that you'd want to ask your students. So take a look. Questions2Learn.